Yo guys, in this video I want to talk about subscription-based product brands and how you can actually scale your monthly recurring revenue with email marketing. And why I actually want to talk about it, just because in the last 2 years I worked with more than 40 plus MRR model stores, and I even have clients who are doing from 9 to 10 figures. So you can ask how that much, just because I also work with telehealth niche brands. So I thought it would be super useful for you guys if I'm gonna just drop some behind the scenes sauce of how we run their emails, what you can implement, just copy paste from us, and it's going to just basically bring you an additional subscribes and additional revenue. And before we dive in, if you need someone to actually handle your whole email marketing funnel, you can book a call in bio with me and see if we are a good match. Okay guys, so before showing the funnel that we build, I wanted to talk a little bit also about some of the results. So here's just one of the examples of our client. So this guy is making 500k a month, and as you can see, campaigns brought him 80k in 1 month, and it means that there's zero ad spend. So the margin for these sales are like, I don't know, 60-70%. So you can just count on your own how much additional money he just makes from emails. And also, like, yeah, of course, flows automations also recovered a lot of sales. Okay guys, so basically the whole email marketing funnel starts with a pop-up form, and actually no one is really talking about it, but in fact, more people logically you send to your email funnel, more sales you're gonna make. And because of that, you need to make actually a high converting pop-up form. And one of the most important things is actually an offer. Here are just two of examples. You know what I really like? I like the mystery discount option. I also like do the same with my clients, or you can just highlight the offer from the website in the same way as Groons are doing. Basically, why we have this type of pop-up form, like why there's a structure of, let's say, 4 answers in the pop-up form, just because we want to collect data, and also later on just to segment those people, right? So we're gonna have list of people who are searching for the product to fix their gut health, to improve their inflammation, and etc., right? And by having these lists, we send people to personalized email automations, like let's say the welcome flow, right? Here are all the flows that we implement, and basically people who are searching, let's say, for the gut health improvement, they're going to receive customized, personalized emails where we're going to talk about that certain problem, right? And in that way, you'll much easier like convert these people. You're gonna also educate them more, because there's so much people who go to the website, they're like kind of skeptical, they don't know how the product can help them, but you just basically send them super personalized emails. We're gonna talk about their pain points, and you already know your prospect, and you know 2 steps in advance. So that's how you win. You just squeeze that sale, you get that sale, you talk about what they want to hear. And here are just all the automations that I implement personally, and I hugely recommend you implementing these too. And one big thing, you should not just implement flows for recovery of lost sales, but also I hugely recommend you implementing like a survey flow. And how survey flow actually looks like, this is something like this. I added some questions that I add in the form that I add in the like survey flow. So you just try to get more information from your existing customers, and we ask questions like, when you first ordered, like what did you hope this would help you with most, or what made you hit buy today, was there anything that almost stopped you from buying? This is also a good thing to understand, like what you can improve. If this product works perfectly, what will it change for you? Also a really good question which can give you so much data. So how it looks like with my clients, I basically just create a survey flow which customers receive after buying the product, and also the second email after receiving the product. So they have 2 different emails with different questions, and we just get so much useful data about our prospect, our customer, that you can just take that whole information and reuse it for your ads. And also you are able to improve your copy for emails, also copy for ads monthly, and you just scale, because you have more data, you have more information, so you are much easier able to convert your audience. This is just about like automations and survey. And also one big thing in terms of email automations. So let's go here. As you can see, if you use caching subscriptions or loop, it really depends, because some people do not send like billing reminders, and I honestly think that it's kind of gray hat. But if you actually don't want any problems with your chargebacks, you actually want healthy Shopify payouts, then I hugely recommend you just making like customized email billing reminders. And let me just show you how we do it. So this is just like a regular like template email from Kaching subscriptions or loop. You can see that the wording there is awful. Like they say your upcoming subscription order will be charged soon. Let's say customer receives it before 1 day before getting charged, and the wording is awful, and they're like, oh no, I'll get charged soon. And you know, they see the button and they just click manage subscription and they just cancel it, you know. But what you should do instead of it, you should create a customized email. Let me just show you what we do, where first of all, the messaging actually encourage them for regular consumption. So we say, hey, your next order is shipping soon. You are building a strong daily habit with every delivery. Let's keep that progress going. And next, what we do, we don't give them an option immediately, just manage subscription button. We give them more options. So the second one is delay the product for 1 week or 2 weeks. This is a big thing because a lot of people they just didn't finish their product and they need just more time to actually delay it. And this actually works well and it's pretty friendly, you know, and you help people to just delay it, let's say. And also another option, also you include actually upsell emails, upsell products. And this is what I, again, hugely recommend you just trying to add some complementary products because it's actually not that hard to make upsells. And this is what we also do. We mention them in the billing reminders. And again, it's already like the third step, you know, there's one more, swap the flavor and change the quantity. Also another option. And only at the end, we mentioned the button like manage subscription. Okay. And one more actually automation that I really want to talk about it is delivery flow. So I hugely recommend you implementing this one because at every stage, customer will get updated where their product is. And I honestly see this pattern so often when customers just create a chargeback just because they didn't receive their product yet and they feel like they are getting scammed because there are huge delays and like there's no product, there is no update. So logically they will just create a chargeback, right? So yeah, this is just what I recommend you in terms of delivery flow. And also another one, let's talk about campaigns. Campaigns are amazing because what are campaigns? Those are like type of emails that you send just monthly, weekly. So what we do, we create first of all a segment of people who are not product subscribers, and we do not send campaigns to existing customers, like existing subscribers, because you just remind them every time about the product, so you know they'll more likely just cancel the subscription and your cancellation rate is gonna just go up, you know, it's gonna fly up. So that's why I hugely recommend you just creating the segment of people who are not subscribed and sending them email campaigns monthly. Here are just some of the designs that we cook. Like we send email campaigns from 3 to 4 times a week, and in that way, imagine just the volume. Like if you have a good pop-up form in place, like 20% of traffic are going through there in your list, right? And if you have like huge amount of non-subscribers and you just send them also campaigns every week 3 times, and you can squeeze so much from customers that didn't buy yet just because, you know, you always stay engaged with them, you educate them, and you actually make them buy. You know, you have promotional emails too, and you just always push them, send them emails. And this is basically the same as also Groons are doing, right? They're always sending emails, they're sending a lot of emails, and they don't care, you know, customers buy. So you should send a lot of emails, and you should also have healthy deliverability, but it's another topic to talk about later. So yeah, campaigns are also very important to squeeze more recovered lost sales and additional sales. So yeah, this basically just can make them subscribe for the product. And what type of campaigns you should send? And the first one is informative, frequently asked questions, ingredients, social proof, which is very, very important. The third one is product collections and highlighting some existing bundles, subscription, and things like that. And also if you drop a new product, new flavor, also a big opportunity to make huge amount of sales from also existing traffic, you know. Yeah, and also of course just promotions, discounts, giving away discounts, like also Magic Mind here are doing, and community, brand, and founder messages. So let's say messages from the founder. This shit works so well, and I hugely again recommend you sending text-based campaigns from the founder, you know. So this is about campaigns. And one more thing that I really want to talk about is advertorials and listicles. This is really important because a lot of people are running them and people don't understand how to combine them with emails, but I'll show you a crazy thing that we do. So basically you have a listicle, right? You have very useful information. So what you should do, you can send listicle emails. First type of listicle email is when you just reuse the all information from the listicle and you create an email and you send that to your customer. And the second one is when you actually make like some, let's say, short emails, just, you know, mentioning some stuff from the listicle. I call them like snippets, you know, leaking some small information. And then we have a button which sends them to the listicle. So they go to the listicle, they read, and they get warmed up even more, you know. And in that way, they go to the main page and they buy the product. So in this way, this is like triple verification. They receive the email, they read the email, they go to the listicle, they read the listicle, they like the product, and they go to the main page. So yeah, this is also what we do. And another example, let's say if you have your product on the listicle, some people are doing it, you should just like make the trigger for the pop-up form here when they reach the product right here. And in that way, you'll build huge list again. Like again, more people you get into your list, more sales you can make, you know? So this is the whole vision behind having like a good pop-up form and running emails for your brand, you know? So guys, thank you for watching my video. If it was super useful, then please hit the like button or comment. And again, if you want someone to handle your whole email marketing funnel, just reach me out and we'll see if we are a good match. So peace out.